Hello po, mabuhay. Peace be with us po. And blessed day din po sa ating lahat. Tigbabalik po ang Come and See.
Isang pa-prepare nga po, sabihin po natin, Jesus, I trust in you. Okay po, we are now on the third Sunday of Advent. In our Gospel, John the Baptist sent his disciples to Jesus with this question, are you the one who is to come? Or should we look for another? Jesus said to them in reply, go and tell John what you hear and see. The blind regain their sight, the lame walk, lepers are cleansed, the deaf hear, the dead are raised, and the poor have the good news proclaimed to them. And blessed is the one who takes no offense at me. My dear brothers and sisters, Jesus reminds us to open our minds. Don't doubt, don't wait for others. He will come into our lives. He will give us hope, love, joy, and peace. Rejoice, the Lord is coming. Pakinggan po natin na readings in Gospel for this day po.
A reading from the book of the prophet Isaiah. The desert and the parched land will exult. The steppe will rejoice and bloom. They will bloom with abundant flowers and rejoice with joyful song. The glory of Lebanon will be given to them, the splendor of Carmel and Sharon. They will see the glory of the Lord, the splendor of our God. Strengthen the hands that are feeble, make firm the knees that are weak. Say to those whose hearts are frightened, be strong, fear not, here is your God. He comes with vindication, with divine recompense. He comes to save you. Then will the eyes of the blind be opened, the ears of the deaf be cleared. Then will the lame live like a stag, then the tongue of the mute will sing. Those whom the Lord has ransomed will return and enter Zion singing, crowned with everlasting joy. They will meet with joy and gladness. Sorrow and mourning will flee. The word of the Lord. A reading from the letter of James. Brothers and sisters, be patient until the coming of the Lord. See how the farmer waits for the precious fruit of the earth, being patient with it until it receives the early and the late rains. You too must be patient. Make your hearts firm, because the coming of the Lord is at hand. Do not complain, brothers and sisters, about one another, that you may not be judged. Behold, the judge is standing before the gates. Take as an example of hardship and patience, brothers and sisters, the prophets who spoke in the name of the Lord. The word of the Lord. A proclamation of the Holy Gospel according to Matthew. When John the Baptist heard in prison of the works of the Christ, he sent his disciple to Jesus with this question, are you the one who is to come, or should we look for another? Jesus said to them and replied, go and tell John what you hear and see. The blind regain their sight, the lame walk, lepers are cleansed, the deaf hear, the dead are raised, and the poor have the good news proclaimed to them. And blessed is the one who takes no offense at me. As they were going off, Jesus began to speak to the crowds about John. What did you go out to the desert to see? A reed swayed by the wind? Then what did you go out to see? Someone dressed in fine clothing? Those who wear fine clothing are in royal palaces. Then why did you go out? To see a prophet? Yes, I tell you, and more than a prophet. This is the one about whom it is written, behold, I am sending my messenger ahead of you. He will prepare your way before you. Amen, I say to you, Among those born of woman, there has been none greater than John the Baptist. Yet the least in the kingdom of heaven is greater than he. The Gospel of the Lord.
Our Gospel for today is taken from St. Matthew, and let us reflect on, "You are the one, my Lord." Nangyari na po ba sa buhay nyo yung umuwi ka galing sa school at nag-aantay sa iyo ang nanay at tatay mo? Kumakatok ka at nagsabing, "Nay, tay, nandito na po ako." At sasagot naman sila ng, "Ikaw na ba yan, anak?" Or sa mag-asawa, pag-uuwi si mister at sasabihin, "Love, nandito na ako." At sasagot ang asawa ng, "Ikaw na ba yan, love?" Ano po ang napansin ninyo? Duda po ba yung nanay at tatay kung yung anak po nila yung dumating? Duda po ba yung asawang babae kung yung mister niya nga yung dumadating? Sa gospel po natin ngayon, masasabi po ba natin na duda pa si John the Baptist kung si Jesus nga po ba ang kanilang inaantay, ang the one, ang Mesiyas? Baka po mas gusto ni John the Baptist ng sigurado at hindi siguro. Sa buhay po natin ngayon, pinapairal pa po natin ang to see is to believe. Bakit po kaya? Duda rin po ba tayo? Gusto rin po ba natin ng sigurado at hindi siguro? Masisisi po ba natin ang iba kung gusto nilang makasigurado? Hindi po. Dahil na din po sa nangyari sa paligid natin, kaya gusto natin makasigurado. May mga nagpapanggap ng gagaya, ng loloko, at nagsisinungaling para lang makuha ang gusto. Pero ang sigurado, kilala natin ang Panginoong Hesus. Para po ba tayong si San Juan? Tayo nakabilanggo sa kasinungalingan, kasamaan, at puno ng pagdududa. Gusto magbago, pero duda pa din kung lalapit sa Panginoong Hesus. Mababasa nga po natin sa parable, "My sheep hear my voice, and they recognize me." Ang tanong po ngayon, gaano mo kakilala ang Panginoong Hesus? Handa ka po bang sumalubong sa Kanya? Handa ka bang ihanda ang kanyang dadaanan para salubungin siya? Naniniwala ka bang siya ang the one who is to come? And this third Sunday of Advent, let us rejoice because He is the one. The Lord is coming. And let us also pray to our dear Mother, the Blessed Virgin Mary, maging kagaya nawa natin siya na hindi nagdududa sa mga plano ng Panginoong Diyos. Maniwala, magtiwala, wag lang manira. O Panginoon naming Diyos, sa pagdating ng iyong anak ng Panginoong Hesus, ay tanggalin mo po sa aming puso at isip ang pagdududa. Kami po ay siguradong naniniwala na siya ang the one. We rejoice because the Lord is coming. We praise and thank you. Protect us and guide us, Lord. Amen.
Thank you for watching, my dear brothers and sisters. Maraming salamat po at God bless po sa ating lahat.